Like, I think the main thing is like, the point that Kanye is saying is like, why y'all not mad too?
I agree.
I agree. That's what I feel like. I think everybody's looking at the surface level of what Kanye's saying and not actually like in depth on what he's saying. He's like, bro, he's basically telling you got all this stuff happening around you and y'all okay with it. Like, I'm telling y'all y'all okay with it because y'all hear it every day and y'all still not. I'm saying it right now and y'all still not shook about it. You know what I'm saying? But let y'all see that shit. Let y'all see that in front of y'all. Like, it's dead ass in front of you happening right now. You be mad as hell. But because it's not happening in front of you,
you don't care.
You don't care, bro.
I'll be honest, yeah. If that's what you trying to do, you need to clear that shit up because we trying to understand.
And I think that actually ties back into, we had an episode, I don't know if you've seen it, Spence, where we talked about different communities, and I made a very bold statement that I somewhat look at the Pride community a little different from the African American community. And Kai and his fiance pleaded the case. It didn't really change how I felt internally, but one of the statements that I made was that if you ask somebody of the Pride community what they're doing for their community, they usually have a list of things, events that they go through. But then I said, if you check me, who is also just simple African American straight community, I can't tell you the last time I did something for the African American community. And it's sad to say that. So to me, it's the same thing as what Kanye's saying, where we're just complacent with it. We're okay with it. We talk about the schools and stuff, but what can you say to the camera that you made a difference to do to not be in the same light? And if you didn't make a difference, then might as well shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I think I know Kanye needs to, like Kai said, he needs to clarify it, but yes and no for me. Yes, because I feel like his words are sufficient where he spoke. Where's the person that understands and now going to do the action? Or where's the other person that can come and help him out? Because him doing it all himself, to be honest with you, he risks a lot just to even speak on it. Yeah. So that's just my little tidbit on it.
And to piggyback on what you're saying too, like, there's nothing against Ye or nothing, because he probably knew this already. He just now feeling comfortable to say it. But I personally feel like, bro, ain't nobody wanting to be on this until the spiritual group started saying all these things. Like, started being like, hey, this is this. America is this. And we came from here, and this is actually ours. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until, like, we started going viral on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Then the celebrities seen us doing all of that. Well, doing all of that.
It's a trend.
Yeah, now they want to grab it.
Yeah, it's BLM.
Yeah, now they want to be all, oh yeah,
it's a trend.
I know about Israelite
it's
and
a trend.
How we're Jews, and it's like, bro, like, nah, like, where was you at 2015, bro?
I already tried to tell you.
Yeah, like for real. Like, where was y'all at?
Yeah, I agree with that. I understand it could be a trend because, again, I don't remember who it was. Michael B. Jordan, who was standing up for BLM.
Right.
When was the last time he posted something about it?
Exactly, because, bro, it's only for show. Like,
and I hate it. Let me just clarify. I hate that stuff.
Me too.
Because it really is important and it mattered, and it should still be around to the same capacity. Tell you the truth, it should be worse today when it comes to how strong we are. So,
and not only that, like, it makes me look bad, bro, when they do some bull. Like, when Kanye do some bull, bro, and then I'm out here talking about the truths of, like, you know what I'm saying? You got a person to be like, oh, bro, that's that stuff Kanye be saying. And it's like, bro, no, I've been saying this before Kanye even said this, but it's mainstream to you because you heard Kanye say it. You didn't hear me say it first. So you categorize what I talk about into some lunatic stuff.
Your podium, and I don't respect you because you're not on that pedestal.
But right. I feel like that's just the world. Like, I feel like we just always get generalized, like, as a whole. Like, regardless where you from, color of your skin, like, you're gonna get generalized. If a lady see me walking on the same street or on the sidewalk as a white lady see me, guaranteed she's gonna walk across the street. not gonna walk beside me. So I feel like everybody, I don't know, they always generalize based off of experiences or what they see on TV or what they hear in music. Like,
that's I think, and I know we kind of going off topic right now.
Well, that's cool. I'm about to switch it off.
But all I was gonna say is that, like, man, I feel like all this stuff is based off fear, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I think Kanye just wants everybody to stop being afraid of what they want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Or what they want to achieve.
Yeah.
Again, this ties back into one of our last podcasts. Martin Luther King's job wasn't to do anything but to get what happened to him, because that was enough of a statement for us as African Americans to say, we gotta uprise. Yeah. And I think that's what he is. He's a person that speaks, and yes, it gets generalized in the wrong categories, but
And to clarify, the Martin Luther King that came back and gave the second speech.
Yeah, not the first one. They don't know about the second speech. I remember I told you about that, Jay. They don't know about the second. Because you good. Came back and railed back on everything that he said though. Like,
we shouldn't be parting with these white.
And then what happened after? Because they say he ain't died. I guess we ain't gonna go into it. That's a whole nother conspiracy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the main thing is that, like, you know, when you try to make a true bond in this realm right now, man, it's being resisted on. But like this elder says, shout out to Moji, when you having the most resistance, that means you on to something.
Right. And if every day for you seems to be a cycle mentally, at some point you need to think outside the box. Yep. I'm not saying Kanye is right, but he gives me a moment to pause in life and say, think for yourself. Do we as a community really have the highest abortion rates? We have the highest divorce rates. We have the highest. It makes me sit and think, well, if he's not right to tell me how to fix it, at least he made me aware of it. So
Because it's just like, even when people was mad at him saying, like, you know, slavery was a choice. You know what I'm saying? And like, he didn't expound on it because, like, you know, like, if you knew, like, the slave ship thing, like how you can't take all these people from one continent all to another continent without having a food supply, like half of your stock would die. Like, if you knew all of these things, like if you knew, like, the Indians were turned into African Americans.
So like, but I kind of want to touch on something that you did say. Like,
what's up?
What was it? What George said? One of y'all said it, but basically, like, the slavery's not a choice thing, right? I feel like that's why I was saying, like, people gotta be careful about what they say, because it gives reign for, you know, white people that are racist to say certain things and get away with. Like, in Florida governor, was it DeSantis that came out and said slavery was good for black people. They learned a lot of skills.
Right.
Nigga, what?
Right.
And so it's just like you. So as if black people say certain things, I feel like it just like they're gonna say, oh damn, why can't I say it? I've been thinking it the entire time.
Exactly.
And they say some off the wall shit like that.
Yeah, and I think because we have an ill amount of information, bro. Like, this is my thing, man. Black people regurgitate some shit and not fucking know what it is. So like when they say it, it's like, man, shut up, bro. Like you don't know what you're talking about. And like they really don't be knowing. But like, say you got a black person who actually knows what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? The attention span of the viewer
of a mass.
Yeah,
somebody from the masses.
Yeah, like. Cause like, bro, I can start explaining like, hey, yeah, like you should look up what Tamaray is and the Tamarayans and like Americans and all of this stuff, blah blah blah. Like, look up what Queen Khalifa is.
But you might have told them on a Friday night when they trying to go.
That's what I'm saying. They pull their phone out and start going, oh yeah, Spence right, and then it's like. You see what happened to Nicki Minaj?
The attention span is like...
Yeah, but then at the same time, they'll scream and bellyache about equality, bruh. And like, why is this happening to me? And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, you don't want your stuff back. You like when I gave you the option to have your stuff back, you looked at it and said, oh, this too hard. And you let it go. That's why I say, like, people who say, like, man, I'm tired of being good. You weak as hell, bruh. You weak as hell.
Damn, Charleston said that
for me. Because I be saying that shit. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, I'm tired of being good, bro.
I'm never gonna stop. Like
I'm not gonna stop, but I feel that way though.
Yeah, I think when I say that, I say like, I'm not tired of being good. I'm just gonna readjust on how I be good. You know what I'm saying? Like I realized like with Kanye and even Charleston White, you know what I'm saying? You need to have some type of fight about you. You know what I'm saying? When we doing these things, like this is something you would even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like we was at SMG, and I be thinking to myself like, damn, bro, like that's a little aggressive, man. But like growing up, it's like, man, no, man. When you send the sheepdog out there to the sheep, he don't tap the sheep and be like, hey, can y'all move? No, he bite at them. He bites at them.
But it's interesting you said that though, because like Charleston, he said that he was tired of being good. Well, he's trying to be bad. He wanted to be a he's tired of being a good person.
Yeah.
But that's why it's like but going based off what we said before, like the contradicting stuff, it's just like, damn, bro, I'm with you. Yeah. But it's like, keep.
I think it's the lack of vocabulary. Like, see, I understand that you're supposed to have a balance. Like, bro, you're not gonna win a war with just a sword, and you're not gonna win a war with just a shield, bro. You need to have both.
Yeah.
You gotta have both to do battle with this dragon, bro. Like for real. Cause like if you going in there with just offense, bro, he gonna fuck you up, bro. Cause he gonna find an opening and it's done. But if you go in there with just defense, you'll never kill him. Cause you don't have no offense.
I'm glad you brought this up because Barack Obama, he trying to get him and Michelle trying to put us on to something with that movie. They trying to get us on the defense. I forget the name of it every time.
No, I wouldn't even say they're trying to get us on the defense. I think
that's what it's called.
I think that they're trying to numb us.
What thoughts on that movie? And then expound on that.
Thoughts in the movie? Thoughts in the movie? So, you know, I did music. I actually shot both of you guys this music video. So, for me, I was watching the behind the scenes. The only thing I cared about was like, damn, I wish I could have acted in that movie. I'd have killed it. that running scene from the thing. He didn't do that. I called him Cottonmouth because he was in Luke Cage. He was in Cottonmouth didn't run. He was supposed to run, tumble, fall, get back up. So that's my little take. But nah, all serious.
No, I feel that, bro. I feel you.
But nah, I think they're trying to get us numb to it. We are always numbed before something like that happens. So we just getting numb to it.
I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying. I think it's getting us numb, but it's like my cartoon I had made, man. I always mention my cartoon because a lot of stuff happened and I drew in that. But it's to feel like God, bruh. If I tell you what's gonna happen before it happens, you're gonna be more secure in trusting me.
I guess that's deep because Obama has a pull on a community. I won't specify which one. He has a pull in the community that for the life of me I don't understand. I don't know what he did besides be president.
I mean, listen, like
talking about who? Obama?
Yeah,
just first black.
I got that. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I got that.
I think that's the main. I think that's the main thing. I think that's
so then do we? Because now this is where we get contradicting as a community. Do we forget everything that he's done, and then just look at him because he was the first black African American president and say he gets to be on this pedestal no matter what he does?
Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, we gotta look at what he's done, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause like if you look at what he's done, like Like if you look up Obama Nobel Peace Prize, bro, Obama got that Nobel Peace Prize for bombing a country, bro.
Well, you don't have to tell. You again explain that because again, I have my own feelings about Obama.
Yeah, so it's like it's more so like, you know, like, was there many good things that he's done for people? Yes, you know what I'm saying. But if you go to specifically the black community, it's like, bro, what did he do for us?
Not Jack.
Yeah, because it's like yeah, you did something for the white people, the Arabs,
the pride
you know
community.
You got them to cool out.
The schools in a negative light were taking on like certain things out of school.
Right,
like,
anti-bully.
Yeah.
Because that was big, like during like you know high school and stuff. But you know, like, if you ask, like, what did he do for the black community? Bruh, you go to Obama era black community, bruh, it was lean, it was crack, bruh. I was out hitting licks, bruh. Like, I know I don't even sound like I would be hitting licks, bruh, but, like, I was out doing some stupid nonsense, you know what I'm saying, during that era. Because, bruh, we was broke in Obama era. What we have? Obama phones. Come on, bro.
And then Obamacare too.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And then my thing is that this is the problem.
And then they force you with the law if you don't have health insurance.
Right.
And now you gotta go pay for.
You got a penalty and shit.
Here on that, bro. But then you are still some way somehow you had enough money for down the road to send hundreds of $millions to Ukraine or wherever it is. I don't knock that the country needs help, but why isn't your people getting help first? So can they have not wiped out health?
What Tupac say? Got money for war but can't feed the poor.
Yeah.
Or help the poor. But it's just and this my thing with presidents in general. I mean, I feel like we put all type of people on pedestals as black people. I feel like we even put white people on pedestals.
The biggest.
But I think that But I think that as far as like presidency, we gotta remember that they're not the main one getting shit done. They have to get shit through Congress, Senate, House of Representatives.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Then let me tell you what I want.
Because at the point, if you can't do that, it's a dictatorship at that point.
But let me tell you what I want. I understand that he can't do it, but we should have some type of proof that he's tried. We should have. Let me tell you something. Let's keep it a buck. The United States at this point needs a president. That's why I like Vivek a little bit. I'm sketchy on him because I think he came out of nowhere. But I feel as though that he may be a FN. You know what an FN is?
FN. What is
that?
Oh, yeah.
He may be an FN.
Yeah.
But he seemed like the type where he'll throw a fit when something doesn't happen. Kind of what Trump does. Yeah. Oh, well, I tried to build a wall. They didn't let me do it. Yeah. Okay, Trump, you tried. We bashed him for it. Yeah. But then down the road, when another president gets in power, we're like, dang, man, we shouldn't let the man build a wall. So I don't care. My personal feelings, and I'm not God or asking for the world. But I think just presenting you trying is sufficient for me.
Yeah. And this is what I was trying to tell you, like, stop. Because what you said is so important in what goes over everybody's heads on how these laws work. It's the president is he's a representative. Mm-hmm. What you said is what actually happens. It's Congress, the judicial, you know what I'm saying? The three branches of lawmaking. These are the people. And then if you look to see how long these people been in these seats, 20, 30. You got somebody who got 50 years, bro, in these seats.
Look who Obama came after. Who was president before Obama?
George Bush. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was sinking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
So not only did he have to come in and be a black person, and be the first black person, you already know the bash, and he was his family getting threats, all type of shit. Right. Then you got to go toe to toe with these gangsters, these Republicans, gangsters. Bro.
Yeah, they is.
So to go toe to toe with that and still prevail, I think in itself that's trying. I think that's all black people saw at that point. You got yourself in the dough. It's so hard to do that. Not saying like he. Not saying like
I get what you're saying.
Not trying to put him on like a pedestal like he's doing everything, but just to see that, I think was inspiring in itself.
Was supposed to be. Supposed to be.
Yeah.
The reason why I say supposed to be, and you're hitting on a key point that I hear you, because of course you shed some light on a part of it that I didn't really focus on. I forgot about the recession during his term and all of that.
Yeah.
So I got you. He had a lot on his plate, right? But let's be real. Do you feel as though deep down inside Obama feels as though the work is done? I don't think so. So where is Obama still going out trying to help us get another black president? Or get somebody that's going to help us. Where is that? Now, if you're done with it, I understand. But where's your protege? Where's the legacy to help
I
our
don't
community?
think it's not necessarily about like a black person. I think like the Republican debate, that entire time of watching it, I didn't hear nothing about what they would do for us. Not one thing.
You can't say that.
I heard about what they would do I'm talking about black community. I heard what they would do about the border. Okay. They went ham on about what they do on the border, but as far as the black community, I haven't heard anybody that speaks to me yet. Even different presidents in general, candidates in general.
That's exactly my main point. Where is Obama? Or he don't even need to be the direct contact. He could have had somebody next in line that he may have been building up to say, hey, we'll groom these people, try to get them. Where's that happening? So you could hear what you want to hear, which is something for the black community in these debates. It's just like, I wash my hands and I'm done with it. Like, is that how you just, is that?
Well, this is what I'm going to say again. I'm going to come back to this again. Because this is what my point of where I was getting at is that you're still overlooking that this is a representative. Like the president ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And this is where old heads get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? When I say like, oh, there's no point in voting. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, nah, it is a point in voting.
My pops be
you know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to do. But see, like, my thing is that like we're not voting for these Congress members.
That's the vote that matters.
That's the vote that matters because we all know how Congress works. Like laws get passed through them, not through the president. He just makes it a veto or it goes through. That's it.
So, but what you're saying to me is, Spence, he can write it on a piece of paper and he has to give it to Congress to pass it, right?
Yeah, because see...
Is that how it is?
Basically, okay. Yeah.
Where's Obama's stack of papers that he sent to Congress asking for certain things? I don't care that it didn't pass, bro.
He sent some stuff to Congress. I just got to Google it.
Right.
Stop right there. Right. That's where it's sad to me. That's where it's sad. That's sad. That's sad that we have to Google that.
I got to Google a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Come on now. No. Come on now. Let's be real. If we're going to stand... If Obama's on a pedestal for African American, even for me, bro, because I'm not a big fan of him, but I still respect him to a certain level versus every other president. Let's be real.
Not everybody put him on a pedestal.
Come on.
Can't generalize everybody now.
All right, let's be real. Keep it a buck. Is Obama not on a slight pedestal to you because he's the black first African American president? If you think about president, the first thing that usually comes to your mind is either, probably Trump now because he's the most like craziest, but Obama.
To help you out, this is what I'm gonna say. To help you out, what you're saying is that like on an individual level, like with me and Kai, we probably couldn't agree with that. I get what you saying because on a majority level and how it's propaganda, like commercialized, yes, Obama's on the pedestal because he's commercialized that way to the point where even when you go on TV, when people talk about Obama, it's always praised. Always. It's rarely you hear a me talk about, hey, well, Obama did this and did that. Like those videos get deleted. You know what I'm saying? Those videos have 100 views. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that many views. You don't hear these topics. You know what I'm saying? So like what you're saying is correct. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But to in a sense say like, for me, is that what I think of? Like when I think of Obama, but the first thing I was thinking of was the Antichrist when he first came out.
Not just, and don't get me wrong, not just him, what he's done. My general is saying, if somebody told you to list 3 presidents, 9 times out of 10, Obama's going to be in your top 3.
Of course, because he's relevant.
He's relevant. He's relevant. Right. So I'm not saying that you put him on that pedestal and say, he's this great guy.
Though,
he's just so relevant in your mind that we just say, name 3 presidents or think of a president. Obama's probably going to be one of your top choices. Right. That's just the way we're, like you said, programmed or whatever it may be. So, and that's what I asked for. So again, People hate me for it. Kai used to kill me, laughing at me for it. I like Trump. I didn't vote for him, but I like Trump. I like Trump because he sat down and told me, I tried to get the wall bill, but they denied it. Okay, I hear you. I think building the wall was stupid back then, but whatever. I didn't hear that from Obama, and that's what I would like to hear. I don't care that the president gets something passed. Let me not say I don't care. I care, but I would love to hear the trying. The effort matters sometimes.
Fight for me. Fight for me.
That's what I
You know what I'm saying? Fight for me.
That's what I want.
Because and this is one thing I can agree with you on with the Trump thing,
I do
bro.
not fuck with Trump, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree with these.
Right, like, and
Trump. Everybody that don't like Trump should return the stimmy. Every penny.
But again, he's just the face. All he did was sign.
He asked for the money.
He had nothing to do with that.
Go ahead. I'm messing.
This what I'm gonna say, like with the whole Trump thing, and this goes back to what I said earlier with the whole Charleston White thing. Like you take what's good and you leave what's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like. It even piggybacks on the other thing that we were saying, like how like we'll take one negative and that's the only thing we see in that person. You know what I'm saying? Because like in the beginning when Trump first came in, I was going off of propaganda that I was hearing about Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't go and see the actual things myself. Let me go see myself, because like this is something that my mom told me before, is that if you go to school and you hanging with somebody, and then somebody else come and say you shouldn't hang with them, don't stop hanging with them because they told you to stop hanging with them. You figure out yourself why you shouldn't hang with them. And 9 times out of 10, the person that came and told you that, you shouldn't be hanging with them. That's the person you shouldn't be hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Because they got out their way in their life just to disturb.
To wreak havoc.
Yeah, just to disturb a relationship between you and another person without you actually figuring out for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
So like for Trump, you know what I'm saying? When I started seeing things in like 2020, 2021, like what he was doing, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, right now, this dude kind of like revealing some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he started revealing like, oh, like the tax things that was going on with Hillary Clinton. Then Hillary Clinton was trying to tell him like, oh, you're doing all this stuff with the taxes and blah, blah, blah.
People hated that he was gangster. Right. He was like, the law is there. I'm going to use the law. And like, we're just sitting there like, we can't be mad at him because he's right. It's a law. And if we don't know, because a lot of us didn't know.
Right. And then my thing is that like, he asked Hillary Clinton, well, I'm only doing it because y'all doing it.
Right. If I remove it, then all your people are gonna be mad.
Yeah. So if we doing this, let's cut that law in.
Right.
And they don't want to do that though. So it's like okay, when you say you hating this man, you know what I'm saying, or you say you dislike this man, you gotta ask yourself, whose game are you playing right now? You know what I'm saying?
So.
Yeah, and you're right.
Hey, you're honest.
And you're right. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta realize, like, I look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know both sides are both poison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that you're gonna have to take the lesser poison. You're gonna take the lesser of the two evils, right? Cool. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be on the side of my enemy's enemy. If you get what I'm saying.
I do.
I'd rather be on the side of my enemy's enemy because I'll fight him later. Let's fight this enemy first and I'm going to fight you later.
But we fighting just because the generals say, which would be propaganda, go fight.
Right.
That ties back to you saying, well, did we really look to see what it is that he's done? Because then lesser of two evils, or same thing when we were talking about the movie is, which one do we go for? Do we go for, let me put it like this. It looks at people like in the Christian view of sinning, a liar versus a murderer. People be like, oh, murder is so bad, but from the Bible, sin is insane. So it's just like we pick and choose in a situation like that. And yes, we have to choose the lesser of two evils, but I see, but I see where you're coming from when it's like, hey, I'm gonna fight my enemy's enemy. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, at the end of the day, look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump is a white man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're black people. You know what I'm saying? Our enemy regardless of black or white.
Our enemy go for Trump a lot, by the way.
Yeah, you see,
KKK, Confederate. That's my thing with it. Like, it's no way I can support somebody and stand beside somebody that knowingly can't stand my existence. And it has to be a reason why why are they supporting him?
Can I ask you this?
Like, why are they supporting him? Like, why they gravitate to him?
I 100% agree, because it's weird. It's very weird. But let me ask this question: forget the groups that's going to follow him? What did he do to tell them, let's come follow me? Or what is it that's incentivizing, I hope I'm saying it right, them to do that? Because I think
it's to make America great again.
But what about it? Because that could be the same as Kanye message getting misconstrued.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? I hear you. I hear you. But what triggered them? Did he say something?
I guess it depends on like your actions, right? Actions speak louder than words. Like when he had Trump University scan thousands of people because it was supposed to be like a real estate. When he talked down on 5 black kids, say they deserve a death penalty. When the innocent people, grabbing women by the pussy. If I shoot somebody in Times Square, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. It's just like that type of arrogance. It's your privilege. You got 92 indictments and you running for president.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Bro, they wanted to shoot Obama just for being black.
So I can't even support the indictment thing, because that's already coming out now to be a political whatever they call it, like an agenda. So it's to make him look lesser in the public.
Honestly, it's helping him.
But it definitely is. It definitely is. It bit them in the butt. But my question to that is, he said those list of things that you gave, but then we turn around and I have a video on my phone where Biden said the N-word like 3-4 times.
Oh, I'm sure Trump says it in our face.
Of course.
But that's my thing. But that's why I don't like. That's why I don't debate. I don't compare between politicians. I agree with you.
Because you're still gonna end up with.
That's my point. Like, I think it's just like arguing over which one is least racist. I think every
but let me
one
ask,
of them is.
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Between Obama, Trump, and Biden, that's gonna be crazy question. Obama, Trump, and Biden. You had a choice to choose. Who has done more for the black community? Forget everything that they've said.
You want me to be completely honest,
100,
bro?
Please.
No matter what president has been in the office, I have not gained any type of personal benefit from it. Not that I've seen.
Really?
All my life.
So the stimulus alone,
bro. That $1,500, bro.
Kai, stop it.
$1,500. Niggas is $30,000 in student loans, and you talking about you gonna give me this $1,500 here? Let me sprinkle this off.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
Kai's my boy, but you disappointed me on your response with that. Let me tell you why, and it's my opinion. Reason why I said this because no other country was doing that. I mean, there was countries that give out stimulus.
Countries that you don't gotta pay education for, you don't gotta pay healthcare for. So it's like, man.
So okay,
you gotta take the good with the bad.
Okay, right. So we know that he just said presidents can only do so much. So if he knows that he cannot make education free because Congress is not going for it, the least he could do is give you some bread towards what you've already spent. Obama never gave you any incentives to help you with your education. At least you are $30,000 in debt, and this man turned around and made you $29,000 in debt, just off of one instance, not 2 or 3, even though there were multiple. So you can't. I hear you saying that it may not be fireworks in the sky and the most beautiful thing ever in the world, but based off how much it's helped you, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But I have made money in crypto because I took that money and invested into it. My life was changed in many ways because of the stimmy. I'm gonna be real.
We talking about representation again. We keep going. They just a face. We know
Trump pushed for the stimulus. He asked for that. Congress didn't jump up and say, let's give everybody some money. Trump asked for the stimmy. Trump did that himself.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap on that. He did, cause like I'm gonna be real. Like this is my perspective on the whole situation. I think depending on what state you were in when COVID happened, depends on how you're gonna view all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was in a state where, I didn't have no bread, bro. I was jobless, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. And I was see me, my perspective is different from everybody else's, and that's why I feel like I'm alone a lot of times, because see, I'm thinking of the prophecy, or like what's supposed to happen, you know what I'm saying? And like how I know like eventually like we won't have money one day, you know what I'm saying? So like my whole thing during that was like, oh shit, I need to be getting prepared. So when this stimulus shit came,
I got prepared.
Yeah, like I got a book where like I could find out like all the like fruits and vegetables, or like I could just grab off the ground, use as medicine. I was grabbing like, you know, swords and stuff like that. I grabbed this little rope with a magnet, so if I lost something in a river, I could go back and grab it. Like it depended on what your perspective was at that time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, but it's like at some point it's almost like. I do agree with that, but it's like morals over money. Like how, like I always be preaching that. Like same shit with these rappers signing these deals. Like it's gonna help depending on the situation you in. Like yeah, that money is gonna help you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, who's giving you this money? Do you really know? Like
true. But I'm gonna say this.
Like
I'm gonna say this.
Deal. But that's.
I'm gonna say this to you. Check this out. All right. I give you. I'm the devil, right? I give you.
No, you're not the devil.
No. Like, I'm the devil. I give you a gun. Right? I tell you, hey, go cause havoc with that gun. Right? You go and cause the havoc with the gun. Right? But you then come back to me when everybody's mad at you about shooting the gun. You gonna be like, bro, why you give me this gun, bro? And why you shoot at everybody?
That's what I shouldn't do. Accountability. That's what I shouldn't do.
So what I'm saying to you is that don't more so look at it as like, man, this evil dude done gave me this stuff, and now I'm blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, it's in your hands. What are you gonna do with it?
Oh no, it got used.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, yes, he may be disagreeable, but it's always your choice, though. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
How you utilize him.
Yeah, it's always your choice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I'm not saying Trump is like this golden boy. I don't see him in that light or anything like that. My little tidbit that I also add to that is I think we hate Trump because we kind of knew who Trump was. And I believe deep down in my heart, I will go to my grave at this second believing. Hold on, let me finish it up. I believe deep down in my heart that the reason we again dislike him is because we know what he says and it's gotten leaked. I think we all, let me speak for myself, has said things in private that if it got out in public, I would get destroyed. And I think that because his filter wasn't, I'm in the spotlight, I'm not in the spotlight, he's always kind of been in the spotlight. It just doesn't really matter. He just was loose with his mouth. Yes, he had to tighten up as a president. Again, I don't put him in that spotlight, but to be honest with you, I think Joe Biden sits down and talk more piss about us than anything. Just look, he don't even respect the news reporters.
Oh yeah, he had he had the 3 strikes.
I know the N-word is left and right. Right now, he just said it, I felt it.
He the same president that said, if you don't vote for me,
you're not black. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But like to your point, honestly, I feel like a lot of black people may not like him. I didn't like him from jump, but a lot of black people I feel like now like don't like him because you gotta think, man. Trump was like, he was in those black shows, like those sitcoms. You know, Trump was like painted in the hip hop community as somebody that was.
What show was he in? He was in Fresh Prince. I seen him the other day.
I'm pretty sure. And he was in something. Wasn't he in Jamie Foxx show? Because Shorty Papa in Jamie Foxx show. So I think it was he was in our culture. It seemed like, and I think that I guess like a lot of the stuff that I guess they were hearing about him, seeing about him, reading about him, maybe they kind of got retracted by it. But I'm like, nah. Stand on what you stand on. If you were supporting him back then, don't try to retract now, because he was giving you the same the same him. Yeah. Don't try to switch up now. But I honestly think that's why a lot of people probably felt like they was like they was probably disappointed. if anything. But I still I don't like them.
I mean, yeah, I feel
he threw paper towels at the people in Puerto Rico, man. He had to throw them paper towels.
Yeah, like again, it's Jit Kundo.
Nah, I'm fucking with y'all though.
No. But yeah, it's Jit Kundo to me, like in life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you take what you need and you leave what you don't. You know what I'm saying?
And he got Kodak out.
Yeah, he got Kodak out.
Just for grilling off of him.
Just for Kodak to go right back.
I mean, yeah, but I mean I think the point is that like use what you can when it's given to you. You use it, cause like you can't cry to nobody but yourself when it's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I had to learn myself. Like, I'm still growing my beard back. You know what I'm saying? And I can't cry to nobody but me. That was my fault. Because I didn't appreciate all this stuff. And I was out here, and I had the abundance and I didn't use it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here blaming like, oh, well, if I wouldn't have been with this person, if I wouldn't have did this, and I feel...
Yeah.
Life
accountability, man.
Life lessons.
Bruh, yeah, it was on me. So now it's on me to gain all of these things back. I can't blame everybody. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I can't be upset with this, that, and the third. But what I can do is when somebody throw opportunity, I go and grab it when it's there.
Because we had presidents who we support and they ain't throw us a lick.
Yeah, but there was certain opportunities that we could have utilized when they was there. I think in every presidency, there was something that we didn't know, right?
Of course.
There was something we didn't know that we could have found out if we would have just took the time to actually go research it.
Of course.
But because we were so distracted.
The houses with Obama, the PPP with Trump.
It was so many
Who knows
things.
what it is with Biden this time around?
We could, like, it's probably something right now.
It's right now.
Right now we don't know about because we didn't do no research on it. You know what I'm saying? But we're so focused on Joe Biden did this, Joe Biden did that, and we get
appreciative after they're gone.
Come on, because we're to be real, like our society has turned into all women. Like we're okay with being the victim. Like, well, they did this to me and they did that to me, and we okay with that because, like, see, you get free food, you get free money for it.
There's an article out there where apparently the Democrats are the ones that give us all this aid to keep us where we're at, and it's the Republican that wants to remove it because we use it as a crutch.
But isn't the stimulus a way trying to keep some people where they at? That's a temporary fix. That's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, but
I think that ties back into what he said. Utilize it to your best ability. If you're ignorant and you got the money, you're gonna go buy sneakers. But if you're intelligent, like you said, you're gonna put it towards cutting your debt down. Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
but if you intelligent and you do something stupid, that's your fault.
Yeah, that's on you.
That is your fault.
Accountability.
This is how I look at it, and then we can wrap it about that. But this is how I look at it. Like, even with the stimulus, I think this is why, like, I never really, I don't trust the government. So anything that the government even give, like, it's almost like, I'm not expecting it.
You paying for that tenfold.
Like when they said stimulus, said we're gonna give everybody money. Even though they said that, I'm looking at it like
they done took that back in grocery prices.
Money. Yeah. Food stamps. Like people be saying they got food. Y'all happy? Y'all got foods? No, that y'all getting government funded. Never in my life would I want to get government funded. I don't never want to depend on them.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Bro. I never understood that when I first moved to America. When I first came to the States.
What about food stamps and stuff like that?
When I first moved to the States, every time, and I'm not lying. I'm not knocking anybody.
Catch to it though. It's a catch. You gotta be like, you gotta make a certain amount. So it's like that. You gotta stay poor.
I'm gonna give you
get this money.
I'm gonna give you my point on that. I got 2 points on that. When I first came to America, nobody wanted to get food stamps. You know who actually pushed me to get food stamps was an African. His name was LA African, and he told me to go get it. When I went, they gave me. I'll never forget it. I got a letter in the mail. That's it. I get $271 every month. I was so hungry, bro. I was so happy. I cried. I got on my knees and cried. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I said this is because I came from a place that didn't have food stamps. So the fact that a country is at least giving you that, it matters. So then that ties back into what Spencer then said. When you get basically a blessing, it's how intelligent you are with using it. We look at food stamps and say, free food, I'm gonna live off this forever. The government never told you to do that. That's meant it as an aid to help you, Band-Aid, a temporary fix.
Manipulation.
But we look at it as That's crazy. Medicaid.
Manipulation.
That's crazy. It's the aid.
Look at nonprofit organizations. Yeah. Like they give you free stuff. They pay your bills for you. They don't teach you.
But they put a limit on it. But they
don't teach you.
But they do put a limit on it, and that's different from the government though. Because you could go get help, rental assistance for maybe 1 or 2 months, but you can't get it no further, at least from that particular organization. So I think it's the same thing with the government. We don't put a limit on it to say, hey, well, we're going to start weaning you off of it, almost like a drug, because they're addicted to it. Mm-hmm. Let's wean you off of it and get you back into the workforce, back into making more money, back into this. So I really middle of class pays for it, so I don't know why the government has it still in place. I think it keeps us down. But again, just because it's there doesn't mean that we should abuse it. You can have a Tylenol, but that don't mean you have to go take 10 of them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And I think also to piggyback on what you're saying though too is
I'm gonna let you get the last word, Spence.
Okay. All right. I gotta shout you out, cause bruh, like this whole thing right here that we're talking about. Like, okay, me and Kai, we would never know that we were slacking here in America unless you came. If you get what I'm saying.
I got you.
Like me and Kai would continue to use food stamps in this certain way.
Right.
Do all of these things.
You're rich kids born with Mercedes.
Right.
It's not,
but
you don't know.
we thinking we poor.
Right. You think you're right.
We thinking we poor though. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you get over here, you know what I'm saying? And you like, nigga, you getting this? You know what I'm saying? And you not doing this?
Wake you up a little bit.
Are you tripping? What you doing selling that shit? What? Yeah, so it's like, right, like for real. It wasn't until you came and told me, bro, y'all ice cream $7? Nigga, that shit $13, $15.
You remember that shit?
That shit fucking killed me,
I
bro.
still got the picture in my phone.
Bro, that shit killed me, bro. That killed me, bro. I was like, wait, it's $15
for
ice cream?
Even gas in other countries be OD, bro.
So like, that's why I say about him, like, bro, like we some crybabies, low key. You know what I'm saying? And and like that's why I said for what you were saying, like, you know, like I'm not knocking how you feel with Trump. Like you can still feel that way.
Of course.
But still don't feel that way. you valid to your opinion. But what I'm saying is too, at the same time, you gotta look at it in like that perspective too. Cause it's like if Jordan coming over here and he got like 2 months over here and he already passed me and I've been here for 30 years, bro. That's saying something about me. That's saying something about me.
That's deep, and I think that's a whole other topic because I think that ties back into how we watch Indians and other cultures. They come over here with nothing, and then next thing you turn around, they drive Teslas.
You told me that, and that shit made me feel. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I went home was kind of salty, bro.
Yeah, he told me he was there.
I ain't gonna lie, I was salty.
So
as hell.
I will give some story. I know this in the exact incident. So we want to wrap it up. So we are at work and we be at like podium and stuff, arguing over this stuff. We gotta serve the theater and stuff like that. And my man's salty. He gone. I can't even find him. I'm like, where my boy at? He ain't talking to me. I don't know what happened. Bro. You guys have to look at things in a different light. America is not the world, but they paint it as the world to us. And we think that everything that happens on the outside is what's truly happening, but it's a different world. But I'll let you wrap this up.
Social media helped out a lot with that. I appreciate social media because it opened your eyes a lot to outside, outside the world. Yeah. But yeah, definitely appreciate you for coming on the show.
Yes, man. Appreciate it for you to come back again.
I'll be back here, y'all.
I told Kai to possibly give you some segments. We'll see how the feedback is, and we might utilize you for some segments when we're too busy to shoot or something like that. So keep it popping. You know, we ain't asking for too much, but we'll talk about it, and we appreciate your knowledge, brother.
I appreciate y'all for real.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And straight like that, man. I got another episode of Everywhere Once podcast. Remember what I said? Vote for Kai 2024, baby. We out.
Took me by surprise, that shit don't happen usually. Hold on, where you going? We gotta live here in the moment.
They ain't having no motion. I like it when you grind in slow motion. Or it be loud, it be potent, sure. Dive in your ocean floor. Others try, I see you ignore. Racing to you, gotta stick to the course. I've been fiending for your body, that shit got me dreaming. I'ma show her, you know that I mean it. You an angel in it, I go demon. It's like I got allergies. You be stunning so cold, I be sneezing. Killing shit with no motive, no reason. We gon' treat every day like the weekend.